Hey, what do it, y'all? Swish Entertainment for y'all tunes. All y'all favorite rappers and celebrities like, but first, I need a little favor done for y'all first. Please like, comment, subscribe to this video, hit the notification bell as well. That great search channel and put y'all to this story. Now, today we'll be talking about Halle Bailey, and today she has made the decision to request sole legal and physical custody of her son. This child, Halo Saint, was born late 2023 in the month of December, and she had welcomed this child along with her baby father, Ddg'S. She has also made a demand of the judge that her ex, Dwayne Granberry Jr., not be allowed to have visitation with her son, Halo Saint. Dwayne Granberry Jr., of course, is the true identity of Halle Bailey's baby father, Ddg'S. Halle Bailey, however, has spoken in favor of Ddg'S, coming up with an alternative which would involve Ddg'S being given supervised visits which will last 6 hours while Halo Saint is in Los Angeles. Halle Bailey, however, has spoken in favor of Ddg'S, coming up with an alternative for him, which will give him supervised visits with a professional company, which would allow him to be around their son for 6 hours a week, while Halo Saint is in Los Angeles. Halle Bailey, in addition, had made a request of the court that Ddg'S is not allowed to take her son Halo Saint outside the county of Los Angeles. Halle Bailey next had made a request of the judge that they have an order to prevent child abduction established, continuing on to state that Ddg'S has a history of taking away or hiding Halo from her, threatening to take away or hide Halo from her, abusing her, and being uncooperative with her parenting. Halle Bailey has also asked the judge to order Ddg'S to not move with Halo without her permission. In addition, she has asked the judge to order Ddg'S to turn in or not apply for passports or other important forms of documentation for Halo Saint. If Ddg'S was to travel with their son Halo Saint with Halle Bailey's permission, she is requesting that the judge order Ddg'S to provide copies of round-trip airline tickets, his travel schedule, an open airline ticket for her if Halo is not returned, and addresses and phone numbers where they can be reached. Halle Bailey once again has spoken on the incident where she had tried to have a visitation schedule established with her baby father Ddg'S for their son Halo Saint, which is what she had originally spoken on in her original police report filing. If you all are not already knowledgeable as to what had transpired, Halle Bailey tried to have the visitation schedule established with Ddg'S, and he is being said to have become heated, according to Halle Bailey. Ddg'S had the intent of picking up his son Halo, and while both Ddg'S and Halle Bailey were conversing and Halle was strapping her son into the car seat, Ddg'S had become enraged and had begun cursing at Halle. Halle Bailey next had given further clarification on what had transpired that day compared to the original police report that she had filed yesterday. Halle Bailey could be quoted saying, "I had left my front door open and was not even fully dressed as I was not even wearing shoes." Daryl kept repeating, "Get out of my car, girl." Halo was crying. I repeatedly pleaded with him to stop calling me a B-word. I felt very nervous that he was taking Halo with him and was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving a baby with him in his state. I also wanted to know when he would bring Halo back. He would not tell me. Halle Bailey then alleged that their dramatic dispute had become violent, leading to them wrestling and tussling. Halle Bailey venturing forward has said, "At one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed my face on the steering wheel, causing my tooth to get chipped. I then stopped fighting back as I was in a lot of pain. I wanted to get out of the car with Halo but was now stuck." Ddg'S, following this hectic incident, would drive both Halle Bailey and their son home, as Halle Bailey was not willing to leave Ddg'S alone with their son while he was in such an emotionally unstable state. Once Ddg'S and Halle Bailey had arrived at Ddg'S house, Halle Bailey would inform his family members of what had transpired. She had tried to convince Ddg'S family to set up a visitation schedule, but instead they just told her to leave her son and go. Halle Bailey would delve into other incidents that she has gone through with her baby father Ddg'S involving abuse, and in her statement all saying she's done everything possible to avoid going to court. Halle Bailey then would speak on her inability to regulate Ddg'S emotions and abusive tendencies, saying, "I realize that there is no placating Daryl. I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this. I never know when he is going to demand our son to be in his mother's care and whether I will be subjected to his threats and abuse." So in looking at Halle Bailey's statements, it seems that she is trying to convey that she has had to submit to both Ddg'S abusive and threatening natures. Based off of her words, she doesn't know what to expect when it comes to co-parenting alongside her baby father Ddg'S, which has resulted in her tolerance and patience having given, thus the reasoning why she had filed her police report. This police report, which was filed yesterday on May 13th, will lead to the establishment of a temporary restraining order against Ddg'S. This temporary restraining order was granted to Halle Bailey in court, which would subject Ddg'S to remain 100 yards away from both Halle Bailey and their son Halo Saint at all times. Ddg'S is also not allowed to get within proximity of Halle Bailey's vehicle and Halo Saint's school as well. A court trial hearing in this case is currently set for next month, specifically the date of June 4th. Ddg'S reaction to Halle Bailey having filed a police report yesterday was actually shown on the internet. Ddg'S happened to be live streaming at the time along with his friend Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross would become aware that Ddg'S had made TMZ headlines and they would both check the platform. Aiden Ross had spoken defensively of his name, and once Ddg'S had read the headlines revolving around himself, he would say that the allegations can't be true. But yeah, let's go. Cap House didn't launch out these in the comments. What do y'all think of Halle Bailey having made an additional move in the court of law to gain legal sole and physical custody of her son Halo? What do you all think of Halle Bailey having established a temporary restraining order against Ddg'S? And to cap that off, did you all see Ddg'S real-time reaction to his name making headlines on social media when it came to the police report filing? Let all that be known in the comments, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm out.